couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go. Flying.
Check. 53 fly. Watch the screen.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun. Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 34 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
You can't block me. You can't.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
51's the mark. 51's the mark.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 5-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Let's go. 180.
54 times. You run.
5'9". Hey, Steve 6.
Silver. Mike 5'4".
Come on now.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Throwing on first is Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, exit.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen.
Again, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's get that line.
Solid. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill.
Mike 5'4".
Hey, orbit.
You better be afraid of me. Hey,
A give to Howard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Check. Watch 54. Come on. You better break.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Grade 15. Hey, high 7.
Wentz now to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott from the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
54 Mike.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
54.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Lefty, lefty.
Sproles. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Hey, Charlie.
54's Mike.
Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Howard. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing is Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Go, go, go. Sunday. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Wentz. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and goal. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Wentz. Got him in. Open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on the second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, kill! 47.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. It's going to be a long...
Then we're going to 50.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.